Hello again, I am Crimulus, a legendary, world-famous, the notorious, prestigious, distinguished, award-winning, Oscar-nominated, Grammy-winning, I'm just kidding, I'm not any of that stuff. I'm a singer-songwriter and I do this. I'm just a plain old one of 100 million singer-songwriter, Twitch streamer, recording artist, and this is my songwriting breakdown series where I take a stream where I wrote a song and I break it down into a smaller video and add some commentary for you. And today I'll be looking at a song called It Ought To that I wrote on stream on March 23rd. And I have to apologize in advance. The sound was really goofy this day, so there's static. Not much I can do about that in post, but I really like this song for a lot of reasons. In particular, I love the main riff. I think it's great, but the song just in general, it's a beautiful song. I might be the only person in the world who thinks that. Doesn't really matter. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it.
I'm gonna do, but it also happens to work with that other thing I came up with on stream.
There's that static. Sorry about that.
A couple of weeks ago. Not perfectly necessarily, but
it's so pretty. I love it.
It's so pretty. I don't know what it's going to be.
I just said
about,
that.
But and I want to say, well, this is the line I came. It's in the darkness. Da, 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 da. Maybe different. Definitely feeling that. So. I don't know if I can work that in there, but I like the idea of using both of those things in the same song.
This one today kind of self-comments. I like it in that way. I'll also add things here and there.
Man, I love that. I can listen to that all day. In the darkness, I've seen better days. I like that. Dry my eyes by walking in the rain.
That was just one of those sentences that popped into my head. Cool when that happens.
All right, well, that's definitely our chord structure. I know I want to do. I really like bridges. I call them my boogies, but mostly just like it takes you. It's a little vacation from the song, I guess. Shadows, not shadows. Shadows. It needs to be more ironic. I've seen. Something of better days, maybe. I've seen glimpses of better days. Shadow lane. The shadow lane, yeah. The shadow lane. I forgot about that word. When the darkness gives the best... Perspective's the right word, is it? Can I make that word? When the darkness gives the best perspective of better days. Find in darkness the perspective. A perspective of better days. Of better days. That's not bad. Found in darkness, a perspective. It's very like Iron Maiden. Went to Target and bought a brand new Chevrolet. Maybe I've seen darker. That's kind of a cool. I don't want to, but I've got to. I mean, that's a line. Did you say no sriracha or no sriracha? I said no sriracha, but no sriracha could work too. That's the right emphasification. Emphasification, yes, that's a good word. Emphasification. Guess that makes me no sriracha. That's I've made weirder things work.
I kind of wish I had made that work.
I don't like typically using that direct of a pop culture reference. Didgeridoo. Wake Me, I kind of like. It introduces a dream. Doesn't wake me, but it ought to. Does it make me Nosferatu? Nosferatu really wants to be in this song. I'm just quarter. I'd like a quarter. Please give me a quarter. I can make a call. You can't make a call for a quarter. Lightning. I dry my eyes, taking a walk out in the rain. Doesn't break me, but it ought to. So. How do I say lightning here that rhymes with darker, or something along those lines? He's up on the coffee, but that's all I see every time you put that. I'm just like, how are you? Lightning sparks an ear.
I just noticed the emos go behind the lyrics. I have to fix that.
Lightning strikes me. Lightning strikes me. Yeah. I mean, I like that because it's like the darkness and light, like lightning strike. I mean, that's really a casual way to say something like that, too. Lightning strikes me.
Yeah, just a little lightning strike. Brush it off.
Lightning striking. Dry my eyes, taking a walk out in the rain. Lightning striking. Doesn't break me, but it ought to.
Gorgeous.
Okay. This is definitely going to take a turn here, so.
Find the right thing. Where is it at?
The end of the song. Maybe. Lightning striking.
The end.
That's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to say there, but something that rhymes with home.
Working on a bridge here.
I mean, try going through that and see if I can get back to the main verse sound. So the inside a hole. Inside a hole. Nevertheless, inside I'm whole. Nevertheless, inside I'm whole. Maybe.
I'm trying to show more of those pauses and kind of the actual cadence. Like it's hard to really get the feel for how this stuff comes out. So luckily this stream, like as I mentioned before, it's kind of self-documenting, and I found that I was able to just kind of condense it, but still kind of give that feel of how the stuff, it takes time in between ideas. Let me know if it feels that way, if it feels better. It definitely feels that way to me. And that's part of the reason why I don't feel like I need to say much, because it feels like the story is sort of telling itself somehow as it goes along. Usually it doesn't feel to me like the progression of the song comes out so linearly and so cleanly in a chopped down way. But I don't know. I might just be living in my own little world.
Inside I'm whole, and I guess inside I'm whole, and I guess inside I'm whole. That's nice. I really like this. This is a type of song I haven't really explored in a long time. And maybe the song can be called It Ought To. It's a nice short title that I'm not going to get ribbed about. I hope. Can't get much shorter than that. Might have left, I didn't go. I might have left, but I didn't go. I might have left, but I didn't go. I might have left, but I didn't go. That. Things that roll.
I'm just workshopping
I
melody,
also need
chords.
something. I really want
words.
to try focusing on like, what are the hooks of a song? Like what's the thing about this that's going? I mean, the main thing is going to be this is the chorus of the song, in my opinion, or the most important part is this riff. So we'll get back to that. That's kind of the main theme. So then, inside I'm whole. You might have left, but I didn't go. That makes sense, right? Like I'm there. I'm still in here, right? So all these things that are talking about the same thing, and I don't have to make a hyper explicit point here, right? Found in darkness, a perspective of better days. I've seen darker. Doesn't wake me, but it ought to. I dry my eyes, taking a walk out in the rain. Lightning striking, doesn't break me, but it ought to. And I guess inside I'm whole. I might have left, but I didn't go. Something, I like this, something that didn't roll. A printing press that didn't roll. A printing press that didn't roll. That actually is not bad. It's so weird how like words come out.
True.
Printing press.
I've said it a million times, or it feels like
Wouldn't
a million
roll.
times here on these videos.
And then another rhyme with go. So my didgeridoo.
I didn't actually go with that though.
Snow. Let's see if I can find like a super hype, like lots of syllables. 6 syllable. Rio de Janeiro. Generalissimo. Bangalore torpedo. That's Henry David Thoreau. Adobe Premiere Pro. Sextodecimo. Pianissimo. Salmon Row. There you go. Gulf of Mexico. Divertimento. Braggadocio. These are things I can make work, but this is the point of the song. Like this is the thing that has to drive everything home. So, and I guess inside I'm whole. I might have left, but I didn't go. A printing press that wouldn't roll.
These are some of the things that may or may not come across very clearly in these videos, but here, I've got a clear feeling as to what a song should be like. It's not a scientific thing. It's not something I can write down. I mean, it might be, but it's not something I understand that explicitly. So I just get a feeling here that it's like, for the song to really, like, my feel for a song implies that right here, something needs to really drive this home in this bridge. Sometimes that's in the chorus, but in this song, for me, it was in this bridge. And so that's what I'm pointing out here is like, I really felt that this was important. And you're actually going to see in a second, I decide on something here and then it still doesn't feel right and I change it later. I'll talk more about that later.
Hey, what do you know? Ford Pinto. Nah, I don't like that. The show. Maybe that could be the name of the song. I'm not sure if it feels complete to me. Oh, that's perfect. I don't know if I can remember all that.
Found some chords there.
Find it highly unlikely that I'll somehow get this, get a take of this. Playing this riff right every time is going to be a challenge. But did I just go straight to that? That doesn't sound right. I feel like I had a transition part there.
That was during an attempt to play it all the way through, just in case that wasn't clear.
That was the thing. Okay, so like on with the show. I'm not sure if I like printing press that wouldn't. I feel like these two lines need to change, but at least I've got that format.
So that's what I was saying before. At this point, I had a great pause. As I said before, I had decided this was the song. I was done. And as I played it through, I was like, it doesn't drive it home. I feel like there's something better, so I forced myself to turn, and I'm really glad that I did. The stream could have been over in an hour and 10 minutes, But I gave myself what ended up being another 30 minutes or so of video to edit, but I think in the process came up with much better words to go there.
So it's gonna be a long song, which is surprising given how many words or how few words there are. I do want to change. I don't like a printing press that wouldn't roll. Like that sentence kind of makes sense to me, because like it would, the rollers won't roll, right? But a printing press that wouldn't roll. But I feel like there's something better, like a winning hand that wouldn't fold. That's not bad. I don't know if I like just bringing that kind of random reference in. I really want to get those two sentences.
Think, 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 think.
A rest before reaching a goal. A little rest. We've got darkness, we've got lightning, right? Which is sort of, in my mind anyway, painting this picture of conflict. I might have left, but I didn't go. That's kind of cool, right? A little rest just before the goal, right? Mental health stuff. Like, I don't want it to be this cheesy hurrah kind of thing either, right? Like, it's guess inside a hole, I might have left, but I didn't go. Just a little rest just before the goal. I like the idea of it being a long word here too. I can't find any that like braggadocio, archipelago, aficionado, divertimento, Microsoft Visual Studio. Once Upon a Time in Mexico. It's 9 syllables. Nickelodeon Animation Studio. Like it just can't be a hurrah. Like it just needs to be a reflective. What am I even trying to say? And I guess inside I'm home. Might have left, but I didn't go. A little rest just before the goal. Or maybe it didn't go, something that didn't go cold. Coming in out of the cold. I might have guessed, but I didn't know. I like that. Time to get out of the cold. Time to get out of the cold.
What happened there, I changed stuff around and it suddenly created a new picture for me that was easier for me to navigate. But that's really all I'm doing here is I'm, my subconscious and conscious are kind of having a little conversation and the thing's coming out and the conscious is kind of guiding it. And sometimes that's easier with different words or different sounds. And that's just what happened there. Though it might not look easy right there.
Inside, better yet, inside I'm whole. I might have guessed, but I didn't know. It seems. Da-da-da, inside I'm whole. Da-da-da. Pirouette, inside I'm whole.
Workshop.
Breath. Take a breath. Maybe take a breath out in the cold. Just like oranges rise with gullible. It does. Take a breath out in the cold. I might have left, but I didn't go. Outside bereft, inside I'm whole. Outside bereft, inside I'm whole. Outside
Magic
bereft,
words again. Just keep thinking.
inside I'm whole. I might have guessed, but I didn't know. That's pretty cool. I like that.
It's exactly
Found
the
in
right
darkness,
words.
the perspective of better days.
In my opinion.
I've seen darker. Doesn't wake me, but it ought to. I dry my eyes, taking a walk out in the rain, lightning striking. Doesn't break me, but it ought to. Take a breath out in the cold. I might have left, but I didn't go. Outside bereft, inside I'm whole. I might have guessed, but I didn't know. I find that very moving. I don't know. I'm going to try it.
I do too.
Well, I need to make sure I remember all these parts. It's a very artsy song. I just wanted one more scope. Look, it's not going to be about food, okay? This could be like a 5-minute song. Play all the way through it.
I think I said that already.
And not make any mistakes. One of those things. Actually, probably neither of those things is true. Here we go. One little flub there at the end.
That was the take. There were several flubs.
It's a little over
just
4 minutes.
glossed over.
I thought it was going to be
apparently.
longer than that. That's fine. Man, I don't know how it sounds out there,
Staticky.
but I find that to be quite a piece of art right there. it's just a lot of ambiguity and some, you know, contrast to the light and dark. And I don't know. That's all I got. I guess I'll have a different opinion, or a more articulate opinion when I go through the VOD and do the YouTube video. Cumulus has got to go. Yeah. That is true. Absolutely true.
And there you have it. That is the end. I'm not sure whether my opinions are going to be more articulate, but definitely I agree with myself looking back. I think it's a great song. I don't like putting the actual recording in the video because I've already published that. It is linked below if you want to listen. Maybe I should start saying that first. In retrospect, that makes sense. But the full stream is linked as well. I really like writing catchy, more standard songs, but sometimes these poem songs where it just has a lot of great things working together really inspire me too, and this is one of them. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you like it? Does it speak to you the way it still does for me? I don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Regardless, I do these streams every weekend, so go follow me on Twitch if you haven't, twitch.tv/CrumulusMusic. I also stream it here on YouTube, so you're already here. You should see it as well. Otherwise, love to hear your feedback. See you in the next video and all that. Bye.